quiet on set, and action.
I was born and raised in the city, and I just loved it. As a child, I remember the parks and the slides and the swings. I loved the hustle and the bustle, the lights, the high-rise, everything about the city I always loved. My mother, on the other hand, always wanted to have a little place in the country where she could have her own vegetable garden. I remember one summer, I was probably around, 6 or 7, our Aunt Minnie invited us to come visit her on her farm. And my mother was so happy. When we got there, she had the most wonderful time. She just got to dig in the dirt and all that kind of thing. And I was bored silly. Until that day, I went into Davidson's grocery store and I was reaching in the freezer to get the last fudgesicle when I looked up and, hi, my name is Mina. What's your name? Hambone. That's kind of cute. Hambone, do you live around here? I'm here visiting my Aunt Manny. She lives down the road there, on that farm. And you live on a farm, Hambone? Does your farm have horses and cows? I just love horses and cows. I'd like to kind of go home with you and see the horses and cows. And so he said, okay. So Hambone and I took off for his farm, and we were just kind of leaning on the fence, looking out there at those horses and cows. And I do like horses and cows, and I just happened to glance over and, wow, Hambone, look at that puddle. I've never seen such a big puddle, and it's brown and it's black and it's all shiny. Well, what are you laughing at, Hambone? It's different. I've never seen anything like it. And you know how kids are. You bend over and you pick up a little rock. Kids do that. So I did. Just picked up this little rock and just gave it a little toss, and it kind of splashed on me and speckled up my shoes and my pants. And, well, what are you laughing at? What's funny, Hambone? What'd you say it was? Manure? What? Pig manure? I've never seen pig manure. Is that what that looks like? I'll be darned. Well, you think it's kind of funny? Well, all right, then I'll just get a bigger rock. How about this one? Looks about the size of a baseball. Let's just throw it in and see what happens. Wow, that's a good splash, isn't it? He quit laughing. He wasn't happy anymore. He just looked at me and said, why did you do that? I said, well, look at me. It's kind of like we have the measles, isn't it? We're all speckled. I think we got the pig manure measles. Boy, sure smells too, doesn't it? Hambone. Okay, one more rock. Okay. Well, I don't know what you're so upset about. Okay. This one's pretty big. I don't think I can lift it, but I'm going to throw it in. I mean, it splashed all over us both. I really got splattered. I really had the pig manure measles, and I looked over there, and Hambone was gone. He was going home. He left me all alone here. So I said, well, I guess I'll go home. I have nothing else to do. So I went skipping along back home with my pig manure measles, and about that time, my Aunt Minnie came running out the door, and she saw me. And she just was screaming and yelling at me. And even worse than that, right behind her was my mother. And you think she wasn't mad? What have you done to yourself? Look, I bring you up to the country to enjoy the fresh air. Just look, you're filthy. And you stink. What have you done to yourself? She made me take 2 baths. She washed my hair 3 times. My head hurt for days when she finished. She threw away my shoes. Needless to say, next day we went home back to the city. I didn't care. I love the city where the parks are with the swings and the slides. But I'm going to tell you, even after all of those years, sometimes when it's been raining real hard and I I look out that window and I see that big old puddle out there. Oh, I wish I had a rock.